Hello everybody, it's Murialda here once again, and welcome back to Neppy Nep. Yes, we have an actual Neptune figure in front of us right now. And I should have gotten this one a while ago because I've liked her for a while, but when she first came out, she's by Pulchra, and I was still questioning them at the time. And, I didn't get her. And then eventually she just went up in price, and she's been super expensive, and haven't really seen much of her. So yeah, it's been a while, but one day I checked on Yami and she was there pre-owned at what I said was a decent price, so I got her. This is Holy Knight Neptune, or Paladin Neptune. She is from Yonmegami Online Cyberdimension Neptune, or Four Goddesses Online Cyberdimension Neptunia, or Hyperdimension Neptunia, whatever you want to consider, because Nep is from all of them. She is a 1/7 scale figure manufactured by Pulchra, and she was B+B quality at Yami. She originally released on May 9th of 2019. I ordered her on April 8th of 2023, paid for her on the 14th, she shipped out on the 19th, and got here today on the 21st. Now, I said I thought it was a good price, but she was still quite expensive. So she cost 23,220 yen, or $183.22. So yeah, expensive, but for this figure, from what I've seen, it's a decent price. So there is the front of Nep's box, and there is the side. There's the back with the legal information, and the other side. There's the top of her box, and plain boring bottom. So I did notice there is a little crease right up here. So obviously she has been opened. Seal obviously has been cut, which, I mean, it's B+B. What do you expect? So, but from what I've seen through the blister, she looks good quality. She looks like she's got all of her plastic wrap. So yeah, let's get her open and add another Neppy Nep to our collection. And I think this is actually my first scale actual Neptune. I do have a couple adult Neps, but not actual Neptune. Inside the box, it's just a whole bunch of sky and clouds. So yay, put that off to the side. And there is tape on this side. Okay, it's been retaped. I was going to say it doesn't look like it's been cut, but it's been retaped. So yeah, she's been opened before. But like I said, I've got plenty of purple hearts. I've got adult Neps. Now I got an actual Nep. So yay. She looks cute. She's smiling, giving us the peace sign and winking at us. There she is from the side. And from the back. And the other side. And back to the front. So I did look on MSC and read comments and everything, and there is a known issue with this figure where sometimes when you put her sword on her hand, it's supposed to go and rest in this little nodule on the base, and people are saying that it kind of hovers. So even if it hovers, it's no big deal for me. Let's go ahead and get her open. Opens pretty easy, as she's already been opened. Pull out her base. So it's kind of it's supposed to be like, I guess, white, but it's kind of a gray, pearly, kind of, or darker white. It's got the pegs for her foot, and then the little nodule for her sword. Bottom, it says copyright 2017, Idea Factory Compile Heart Tamsoft. And it's a pretty small base. I'd say maybe 4 inches or so. Maybe 5, I don't know. Who knows? I'll pull out her sword. So, yay. So there is a little peg hole on the sword. So that means her hand must have the peg. Usually the sword's the thing that has the peg, so when they do that. There's a little blue stripe. And yeah. Couple little fuzzles at the end, but overall pretty decent. Around the hilt, there's a couple defects. Like right there in the center is kind of a excess plastic, and there's a little dent, but it's okay. I mean, the color looks good. There's no paint bleed. The handle looks good. It's like leather wrapped, and can you even see it? So we'll set that down. And I'm going to adjust the light just a little bit, since she is not as tall as other figures I was going to look at today. We'll pull her out. She's wrapped in a plastic bag. And that's the only plastic she has on her, I think. So I'll set her down for the moment and put the blister off to the side. And we'll look at Nippy Nep. So there is her face. Like I said, she's got a big happy girl smile on her face. The head does seem extra tall. So she's got a big forehead under that hair. Nice purple eye. Happy girl smile. No teeth, but tongue. She does have a little nose on her. Her D-pad hair ornaments are still kind of D-pads, but they're more diamonds. She does have some chest armor on her with a nice little cross. And she is showing off her shoulders. She's got some elbow armor and some bracers. Nice light blue, sky blue coat on with a dark blue strip in the center, and it's held together by some nicely detailed buckles. Nice painting on those. And then she's got a skirt which has some ruffles and creases and some kind of bluish shading, and it's got a nice gold stripe along the bottom. Spin her around to the back, and we do see lots of tufts on the hair. Looking at the top, top is not very detailed, and we do see the seam line quite a bit. But we do see her shoulder blades and a little divot in the center. Again, a little cross pattern and nice flaps and everything. She does have some knee armor and kind of shin armor on that she's wearing. Again, everything's held on with the straps with well-painted buckles. And she's got kind of pointy shoes with a little light blue or sky blue jewel and a little sword kind of pattern on the shin guard. Since it is Nippy Nep, she obviously is wearing standard equipment of blue and white Shimapan. So quite detailed under there. I can see the wrinkles, a couple folds, and you can see the booty creases. She's not showing off any camel toe, which is good. And I noticed on the side she does have lacing holding her shirt together. So yay. Looking at her hands, this hand, all the fingers are one piece except for the thumb. She does have nail polish. And yes, she does have the peg for her sword. Going to this hand, that's giving us the peace sign. Peace sign fingers are separated, but everything else is one piece. I do see fingernail polish. She's wearing fingerless gloves. And it's got some detail in her armpits. I do see ears as well. So yay, Nippy Nep. Let's go ahead. And while I can still kind of see, I'll get her sword attached to her hand. It's keyed, so it only goes on one way. And then I'm going to set her down so I can tilt the camera, because she's going to need probably some pressure to get her on the base. Should be pretty simple. And yeah, she's got a little bit of a hover sword. So it's supposed to go into that divot. Some people have said that after a little bit of time exposing her and everything, it does eventually go down. But I'm not going to worry about it right now. Another thing you could do is you could heat her arm up with a hairdryer, which I will not do It scares me because they become very malleable. And I don't want to damage figures. I can deal with some hover sword. But there's Nepinep all assembled. And yeah, she's cute. Purple, I've said this many times, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing it by now, but Purple Heart is my goddess. I love her, and I call her Nep all the time because she is Neptune. But honestly, regular Nep, I don't care as much for. She's kind of annoying sometimes. But in this figure, I just think she is very cute, very well done. The paint's all nice and clean and crisp and sharp. Aside from the top of her head, there's no real seam lines that are super obvious or anything. The little stitching on her dress is maybe the most part on her, I would say. But I think she turned out really good, and she's cute, giving us that little winky wink. Zoom in on her face area and do a spin that way. And again, she is a B+ quality figure, so she's been opened, probably been displayed for a little bit, but I see no dust, I see no dirt or scratches or anything, so whoever had her before me took care of her. And she was not very centered in that spin around. Maybe if we go with it over here a little bit, who knows? Okay, we'll tilt down at her like waist area, her body area. And spin and spin and spin and spin. And then we'll do a leg shot. Come on. Spin and spin and spin. Yeah, I mean, in the past, Pulchra was known for not being good. And then eventually they actually started getting good. And then B-Fold decided, let's merge all of our companies under the FOTS line and pretty much only put out FOTS figures, which are not good, typically. Sometimes you can get lucky, but you know what I mean. So this was one of the few good Pulchra figures, in my opinion, and I think she turned out really good. So I'm happy to have her, finally, after how many years? And she's still in good quality, just a little bit on the pricey side and everything. So we'll go ahead and close this off. She does have her hover sword, of course. This is Paladin Neptune, or Holy Knight Neptune. She is from Yonmegami Online Cyberdimension Neptune, or Four Goddesses Online, or Hyperdimension Neptunia. She is a 1/7 scale figure manufactured by Pulchra. I got her pre-owned at AmiAmi B+B condition. Nepinep, she originally released on May 9th of 2019. So it's been almost 4 years. And like I said, B+B condition at AmiAmi, I paid 23,220 yen, or $183.22. It sounds expensive, but this figure, at least brand new, goes for a lot more these days. So I felt it was a good price. And it was time to bring Nepinep home finally. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm out. I'll see you soon for more figures. Bye-bye.